trying to pack my shit right now, get everything ready, and I clearly have an issue. Started packing, I'm like, I'm going to need a bigger box. What is up, YouTube? It's another day in paradise. Good old quarantine going down. Forced me to try and be productive. Not gonna lie, the sheets on the window, which means I was gaming yesterday on my day off. The boys were in the gulag, we were hitting up Warzone. And that's kind of like my social time right now, to get online with the boys. We get in a party with like a bunch of guys I went to high school with, and we just rip some Call of Duty. Luckily in the new house, we have blinds, so there will be no sheets on the window. No more ghetto living. Empty boxes, TV boxes, kitchen boxes, entertainment boxes, kitchen boxes. Shoes I wear, shoes I get rid of, shoes I like to keep, shoes I don't wear a lot. I got one jacket out in case it gets cold, jackets and outdoor wear in there. It's super crazy when you're like packing and you're like literally putting your entire life into boxes, and then when it's on the truck, it's like, that's everything I own right there, sitting on a truck, which seems really weird and just strange. And I'm starting to realize I have way too much shit. I've always wanted to be like, yeah, I'm simple, live the simple life, but I've just collected stuff and I don't get rid of old stuff. So like, this box is full of clothes, and I was like, okay, that's stuff I don't really wear, and I'm gonna keep everything on hangers and get a wardrobe box. And this closet, both sides are like practically full of pretty much just hoodies. This dresser, which I was kind of taking apart, which is why it's a mess, is clothes I wear like pretty regularly. And then these two bags full are clothes that I was like, yeah, I don't need, I don't wear, I'm gonna donate these. My place is an absolute mess right now, but that's because it's all being confined into boxes, and the final product will be good. This has been my life. Today we're going to the gym. I just packed myself a meal, and I was at the grocery store the other day, and I was like, you know, I never come here, and I've always been wanting a treat, and I'm not going out anymore. So I got myself some Raisin Bran muffins. I got some wild grain rice because I wanted to switch it up. Got a little spinach, some shredded chicken from Trifecta, and that's about it. We're going to change shoulders with Ian, so we're going to go eat and kill the workout. This is insanity. So it's mid-April right now. Woke up in the morning, it was hot, no snow on the ground, nice day. Put on my shorts, walk outside, I'm like, all right, cool. I start driving, sunny out, no snow. Halfway through, literally can't even see my window, out my window, because it's just snow shooting out of the sky. The end of the world is coming.
Lust for something unknown. Oh, you better
Alright, so like a few videos ago, I talked about doing an assumption video, and then I posted on my Instagram story that I was going to do an assumption video. I went through, picked out some random ones. There was quite a few repetitive ones, quite a few stupid ones. I picked a few stupid ones, a few not so stupid ones, and a lot of repetitive ones, so let's get to it. You cut small holes in the milk bag. So I know some countries don't have milk bags, but we have like plastic bags where you pour milk out of, and then you like snip the corner of it to pour out. And this is extremely accurate and very true. When I was younger, I used to cut like the tiniest little hole in the milk bag and just like pour it out and like lift the thing up high and watch it pour really slow. And then someone in my family would get rattled and cut a bigger hole because it took so long, but that is true. You are too kind sometimes to disagree with someone. This is true. Very true. It's a combination of being too kind and just not giving a fuck, to be completely honest. People will say something, I'm just like, sure, whatever. Not worth arguing to me. You seem like a guy who doesn't get pissed very often, but when you do, it's serious. I definitely do not get pissed very often. And the weird thing, it's not very serious either. I never really like rage. I never get like super angry. I don't know if it's because my dad like got upset about things, rightfully so, but never was like really pissed. So I don't think I get like that because I wasn't raised with someone who was. You got cut from JV basketball squad and turned to picking up really heavy things. False. I actually did not get cut. I made the basketball team up until my senior year, and I wasn't the best player, but I could jump high and run really fast, and I trained while I played basketball. I remember me and one of my buddies, Matt, we would, before the game, we would like go in, this was in grade 11 I think, we'd go in the weight room and like bench 225 for reps to try and get a pump if there were people watching or something, because we were stupid. You used to be insecure about your lisp, which led you to bodybuilding. I did used to be insecure about my lisp, not really anymore, because it's kind of just, I have to talk so much, I just own it. And it's gotten a little better, I think the more I talk, the better it gets. But definitely did not lead me into bodybuilding. I was never so insecure that I had to get into bodybuilding. I genuinely just like loved working out. I was like, had friends, was happy, had a great life before training, and it was the same after, and I just enjoyed training. No insecurities got me into it. You skip out on stretching and mobility work. Fact. I don't know who doesn't. You secretly watch romance movies. I got like a few of these, and sadly they are true. I'm a sucker for some Nicholas Sparks movies. They're pretty good movies. I don't know why. Just good love stories, you know? You are very emotional. It's starting to be a trend here. Yes, I'm relatively emotional. I wouldn't say very. I'd say I'm very good at stabilizing my emotions and having the correct emotions given the circumstance, but I definitely do cry if something's sad movie, something's happening. I will cry. I will share why I'm crying and emotionally talk about it, but I'm definitely not overly emotional. You were never in a fight before. I've actually been in one fight in my entire life. Absolutely drunk out of my mind at a club. Some guy tried to fight one of my friends, and I stepped in and ended it, and the only time I've ever been it. No, I wasn't angry, it wasn't anything. It was like protecting my buddy who was getting beat up, and then we walked away and it was over. You were born rich, right? Not really true. I definitely wasn't like poor or anything as a kid, but my parents worked really hard, and what they did work really hard for, they definitely spoiled me and my sister at the best that they could, so I was extremely grateful for that and still am. They worked their asses off and worked a fucking lot, like 10-hour days every day when I was a kid, and did it all for us, really. Everything they did was like trying to make us happy and get more for us, do things for us, make a good life for me and my sister. So I wouldn't say rich in terms of a lot of money, but in terms of like our upbringing, it was a very rich experience. Definitely thinking you were a Chad in high school. These keep coming up, and I thought I clarified this. I was not a Chad in high school. I may have had periods in my life where I was a Chad. No, that's not even true. I've never really been a Chad. I've never like a D-bag or like a womanizer or anything really. My parents raised me right. I try to be a good person and never really was a Chad. This guy clearly does not like me. He sent in 6 in a row, so I'm gonna fast track through these. You're a pussy and were picked on through high school. False. If not for IG, you're a social reject in reality. False. You smoke pot and you're as smart as a blonde when high. False. I smoke pot, but not all the time. Ian Valier is your actual role model. It's definitely one of them. You're a closet homosexual. False. You're a virgin past 20. False. This guy was not happy with me. You're a clean freak and everything needs to be organized. This is false as well. When I was younger, I think I used to be a lot more organized. My parents used to tell me you had to like do very specific things, organize stuff, have a clean room, do all this. And slowly as I got older, I kind of drifted away from that. And I definitely like when things are clean, but I am not very organized or clean. I like know where everything is, but it doesn't look clean, I guess you could say. You're claustrophobic. This is true. I hate small spaces and I hate even thinking of being stuck in small spaces. If I watch a movie where someone's crawling through one of those like tunnels underground, like a war movie or like Rambo or something, oh, I get anxiety just watching it. You don't like being approached in public, especially in the gym. This is kind of true and false. It depends on the situation. In the gym, if I'm having a good workout, nobody likes to be bothered when they're having a good workout. But I'm also extremely grateful for like, if you guys are like, see me at a gym and you're excited to see me, you want to come up and snap a pic, have a quick chat and let me get back to my workout. If you guys look up to me, you want us to talk to me, then come fucking talk to me. I wouldn't want someone to be an asshole to me if I was looking up to them, so that's how I kind of look at it. And I'm definitely grateful that you guys even give a fuck about me to recognize me and come say hi. So definitely don't dislike being approached, but don't like have a full conversation about your life to me in the gym, because I get that a lot. And it's just like, say what's up, do your thing, and let me get back to my workout. You don't actually have a lisp, it's just an act to get chicks. Could possibly be true, or maybe I had one and then I got rid of it and then I brought it back to get chicks. You'll never know. You could never intentionally be mean to anyone. You're too nice. This is pretty true. My sister even asked me something about this the other day. She was like, have you ever just like lost it and lost control and like gotten angry at someone or like said something you didn't mean? And I like can't, I'm sure it's come close or something, but I can't think of a specific time. And like, I find it like hard if someone's making me really angry and being really mean to me. I can't like bring them down about something that I think would hurt them, because it doesn't feel right. I don't know. You're actually slow paced and not fast paced in sex. This is probably true. I'm more consistently slow than I am fast. I ain't no jackhammer. That's not as fun in my opinion. You suck toes. I'm not saying I've never sucked a toe, but I definitely don't always suck toes. So socially awkward that you come off as funny. This is pretty accurate. I do some weird, just like awkward things sometimes and just like stand there and then people start laughing kind of at me, but not making fun of me, but with me. So I guess, yes, my awkwardness can come off as funny. You are no stranger to hard work and dedication, but body image is the only thing you've ever cared about. I like to think I'm not a stranger to hard work and dedication, but body image is definitely not something I care a lot about. I have 100% have my insecurities and things that bother me, and probably big reasons why I'm an introvert, quiet and shy, but never been about my body image, no. All right, so I'm gonna fire through 8 right now. These are all people that were at the top because they're people who follow me and they sent things from my friends, so I figured it'd be funny to blast through some of these. Dana Baker, you guys probably know him. It wouldn't be fair for me to answer this, very true. Dana could spill some secrets about me, that's for sure. Becca says that you're low-key, nice guy and gentleman. I like to think I am, and I definitely like to try. Juliana, you still like to hang out with your lame high school friends. She's one of my lame high school friends. Definitely still like to hang out with them there. We have a really cool group of friends that kept pretty close, a lot of us did, and they're just like really good people, so I'm very grateful to have people that like have been in my life for so long. I find that's really rare. Jordan, you are the anchor in Warzone. Very true. Jordan's my buddy who I play Warzone with like every day, and definitely him and my other buddy Garrett just carried me through the game. Calvin, you'll know him. You're a wimp and belong in Vancouver. Definitely a wimp. Belonging in Vancouver, I don't know about that. It rains more and it's more busy, it's more expensive than here, so doubtful. Eddie, this is one of my best friends. You were a dog in university. I lived with him throughout college or university, and he was definitely the dog, and I was a good angel boy, so Eddie, you're the dog. Zach Perna, you're a terrible father who eats poutine for breakfast and asks for dessert. Definitely a terrible father to Zach, because I haven't seen my son in like over a year now, which makes me very sad. Poutine for breakfast, I absolutely hate poutine, so that's a no. Ask for dessert, maybe. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for the assumptions. I think that's enough to fire through for now. Hopefully you guys like this video. I'm running out of ideas to do in quarantine, so this was my idea I came up with. If you guys liked the video, please like the video, remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.